Welcome back, folks, to Thornton Farm. I do hope all is well with you and yours as you drop in on the channel today. Thanks for all your subscriptions, likes, dislikes, everything else that's going on. Always good to hear from you. Quick updates on kind of where we're up to. Last time I had my sister doing an AI job, which we had to take the money back for, and then I forgot to do it. I looked at the video and worked out it was about 48 quid difference. So in actual fact, lo and behold, we've put that money back in. We are on to a new day, which means that overnight we got £1,700 from the milk. I put the bales away that were left over from last time's contract, and I've done the cows a couple of lots of feed. The reason for that is I want to get the Fendt tractor service. We need to get that kind of done on the way, so we don't need to worry about having to use the front loader for the next day or two. We've picked up a couple of contracts, but we also bought a forklift. The reason for that is I've taken the service pallet, there it is, and we've stuck it in there. That's so that when the mobile mechanic comes, he's not having to, as it or she, he's not having to kind of mess about here in the cold and wet and rain and everything. They can do the servicing under there. So we are now going to do these couple of fertilising contracts, but we're going to need to get a bit more Fert just to make sure we can get them done. Don't know how much fertiliser we've got left in here, but we'll get that checked. Connect that. Cables on. Right, 1500 litres. That's probably not enough. So we'll nip up to the shop, and we shall get a couple of bags of things. And we're going to get the transport box as well. I think I mentioned that a few episodes ago, that we picked up. Well, not picked it up, but we put into the mods the transport box. So if you've not kind of seen this from day one, this is my sister and brother-in-law's farm. He's seriously ill in hospital. They're £200,000 in debt to the bank, and they've been told that by August year 3 that they've actually got to pay off the £200,000 loan or lose the farm. So that's what we're working towards. We started with £5,000 in August year 1, and we're now into September 2 year, the second half of September year 1. Right, so transport box is under miscellaneous. There it is. Buy one of them. Thank you. Then we're going to buy some fertiliser. Now the reason I've got this is so that I can carry things like extra bags of seed and fertiliser and things like that back to the farm, because I can only get one on the front loader. Now I know there is a double front loader thing, but the reason I don't use it is that sometimes you've got to like drop the bags from a great height to kind of get it to work. It doesn't do it that well. So now, how do I unfold this thing? Is it that? There you are. Right, so the reason I've done that is I'll explain that in a sec. So let's just detach that, and let's buy a couple of bags of Fert, and then like I said, I'll explain why we've done that way. Look for the MPK, 2 of those please. Buy them. Thank you, that'll do. Now if you leave the door on the back of it, on the back of the transport box, if you lift the bags over a certain height, it starts to tip the contents into the transport box. You can load it on the back of a tractor, but so long as you keep the bag as low to the ground as you possibly can, then it shouldn't start tipping into the box. But if you leave the back on it, as soon as you lift it as high as the backboard, lo and behold, it starts tipping it in. So literally I get that just above floor level, and it doesn't, oops, no, a bit more than that. Sorry, I thought it was high enough. And they can just squeeze that into there, and it doesn't empty out. So if you do it on the back of a tractor, again, you just have to watch how high you lift it. So just leave the door off the back, because otherwise it'll start tipping in. That one can go on there. not far enough back, sorry. I noticed one YouTuber the other day, he's doing reruns of Farm Sim 17 stuff. I see I've got a whole series on Cobra Park Farm on my channel, so if you want to look back at a 17 series, then you'll find it there. Now, the other thing I kind of have in, I have to get this right because it's very long-winded. The Vehicle Sales System Customizer is a mod, believe it or not. The title is longer than the mod itself. And literally what it does is the used sales screen, it kind of alters it. What I hadn't realised was you've got to edit the XML file to kind of make it the way you want it to, otherwise it just more or less stays as default. So I've actually adjusted that, but I don't think it's kicked in yet. Probably won't kick in tomorrow. No, it's still the same old stuff. So hopefully it will actually kind of start to show a difference. Because what I've done in the XML, I've actually changed it so that it will allow a discount on anything that costs 0 upwards. I think the default's about 5,000, 10,000, something like that. Whereas you can set the default to 0, so it even means things like bales and bags of fertilizer and bags of seed, that you'll sometimes get discounts. So if you want to buy stuff out of season and get it a bit cheaper, you can do. Drop that down. Thank you. Ouch. That can be disconnected. That can come off there. Thank you. Why have I got stuck? Why have I got stuck? One sec. Sorry about that. My good lady wife was just looking for the mouse to use with her computer. Oh, crash. I wasn't watching then. Come on, go. Now, as I say, if you lift the bag too high, it will start tipping into the transport box. But I'll tell you now, we ain't going to do it. I'm not going to show you how it does it. If you want to try it yourself. Oh, get off. Why is it not lifting? There's no straps on it, is there? No, the straps are off. It's never got stuck before. What the hickory thump is it doing? One sec, bear with. I think it was just the angle I was trying to lift it out because I got it at a weird angle. It wasn't, it was dragging. Once I repositioned the angle, it seemed to come off okay, so that saved a lot of embarrassment. Steady that onto there. Lovely. So what we're going to do now is stick this into the repair shed. Things like front loaders, bale hooks, bale spikes, bag lifters, we're going to do those with the normal toolbox. It's only tractors that we're going to put into the big thing. If I'd got enough manure and slurry, I might have done this fertilising job, or one of these fertilising jobs with that. Now, I think it's Control J for this. Yes! Start inspection. During the inspection, however, it takes about an hour and therefore 9:16. Yes, that's fine. All quiet. There it goes. It's under inspection now. Don't know if it tells you how long. Oh, right, yeah. I didn't know that before. I saw that on somebody else's YouTube video. Bottom of the menu there, it says inspection completed at 19. There you go. 9:16 hours. How easy these fertilising jobs are going to be, I'm not quite sure, because of course we're the crop may be well established and therefore we can't see where we're going. The first one I know is field 9 at the top end. Could drive around the edge of our field, but it's a bit fiddly trying to avoid the crop. And the other one is on field 27, which is just down the road, so not too far away either way. Oh no, look, it's newly spruced, so we will be able to see where we're going. That's the thing about Farm Sim, the fertilising contracts, easy to do, easy money, and quick turnaround. That's it, pump up the volume and off you go. Oh, won't it be good when we've got a tractor that's got GPS on. Ooh, 22,000, can't even afford, well, we could afford that actually. I had a look at land prices as well, but sadly we ain't going to do that. Far too expensive at the moment. Whoops, left that a bit late. It only do 10 miles an hour unless this needs some repair on it. Ooh, not much diesel. Well, enough. We have enough diesel. I had a weird thing the other day when I was off screen. I was doing something up in the yard at the shop, and it was as though I was driving over a weight. It was as though there was something on the floor, and the tractor kept lifting up. Then I drove back over it, went back over the same spot, and there was nothing there, so I don't know. Like I said, it wasn't like there was anything physically there, but the ground's level. It's only like I'd just tipped something up, and I tipped the tractor over, and I thought that was odd, so I drove back over the same spot, and I had no attachments, no implements on the tractor or anything like that, just driven into the yard. So the phantom physics of Farm Sim 22. It does growl a bit sometimes, as though it's struggling. Maybe either this or the spreader needs a bit of repair. I thought it used to run at like 11 or 12 miles an hour. Maybe not. Maybe I was dreaming. Maybe that's what I was hoping. And you know, we're just going for the screenshot and get back to where we should be, because we're missing nearly. That's it, we've got a screenshot. There's our farm in all its splendour. 35p done, that's good. So what speed does this normally run at? Fertiliser spreaders. 6.1 tons, 2 months. Does it say what speed it goes? Doesn't, does it? Oh, I don't know. Hate killing. That's how much. No, it doesn't say. Oh, I thought it usually told you how fast it needed. Oh, 9 miles an hour. All right, so yeah, 9 miles an hour. So we're doing well to get more than that. There's definitely enough fertiliser to do both fields. That's it, find a nice line on the horizon and fix to that. Line that up again. Lovely. I think the top window tells you every 10% where you're up to. And once we got these done, I'm not going to take on too many more contracts in this episode. We may go to another day and kind of move the year on a bit. There's other things we'd like to. Let's get chickens, I think. See if we can't make some money. Whoops, didn't mean to press that one. In case you want to make some money out of eggs or something like that, try and push the money up a bit. 58 pence done. Good stuff. So what we'll do, folks, whoa, we won't jump out of the tractor. That's not what we'll do. We'll just get this job finished off, and we can move on to the next one. So we will. See you in a blink. So that's this contract done. So we can claim that money. So things are moving on quite nice. We've got 28,000 in the account. So I think we can make this 200,000. Like I said in an episode a few episodes ago. If we do, we're not just going to suddenly stop. We really want to build this business back up. They used to own a lot of the land around here. And clearly, like I said, we are going to spend some of that money. We bought a new transport box. And if in the sales screen we get a dolly trailer at some stage, then we will actually buy a dolly trailer, so then we can buy more than 1 or 2 bags of stuff at a time. We can put them all on the back of the dolly trailer and bring those back to farm, so we can stock up with seeds and all that kind of stuff. So I need to go down the road after field 22. That's good. Sorted. Now this is the one where it drags on the floor, I think, doesn't it? Oh no, this is not it, is it? Oh no, that was the header trailer on the combine. The dolly trailer wheel drags on the floor. Sometimes it has been known to throw the header off. I was off screen once. I was driving somewhere and is it left or right hand side? It is this side. Oh joy. It would be like that, wouldn't it? Right, what I'm going to do with this is, it's still going to be me driving, technically, but we're going to set up a course plate. The reason for that is because of the length of the actual crop. And that's just going to make it very difficult for me to see where I'm going. What I'm looking for, that's what I'm looking for, get the right one. That's it, so create me a job. Field work, CP field work, please. Field position about there. Open and close that. 2 headlands, generate a course. Thank you. Close that. Start the job. And then we will get round to there. This is going to send you dizzy, I know. But I don't think you would even normally in real life actually fertilise it at this stage. I think you would have fertilised it long before it got to this long. But the other thing is, folks, we're just going to throw in a quick time lapse so we can get these fertilising jobs done. So sit back, relax, and we will speak in a little while. And there it was, gone. Job completed. Run this back to the yard, give it all a good sploshing down. Then we can collect that particular thing. Yeah, I think like I said a few episodes ago, I think the controller's going. It's doesn't seem to want to just do what I used to get it to do. Maybe the paddles are getting worn. I used to keep my receipts for all of these sort of things, so I used to know how long I've had stuff, but we don't with this. So we'll get this back to the yard, then next time we come in we'll be at the end of this day and we will go to the new day and let you see the new day dawning. I'll finish off getting the Fendt serviced, so that's not due for, well, at least another 3/4 an hour in game, so we can get that done, get any repairs done, let you know how much that cost. Like I say, this needs a wash. We should be okay leaving the cows to another day. Glad I don't own that field with all those telegraph poles in it. I'm not looking to own it either. Of all the fields I could buy, that won't be it. Let's give this a quick wish. And once the Fendt is serviced, we can then put the Renault in. Can't tell if it's clean because the sun's on the wrong side of the vehicle. It looks cleaner, doesn't it? Oh, that looks nice. Pop that back. And there we go, folks. Thanks for dropping in. Do all the YouTuber stuff, and we will catch you later.